Hello friends, welcome to a full week of workouts. I am so excited to share with you guys my workout split for this week. It is a little bit different than my normal workout split because it is almost that time of the month. And if you are like me, you really have to lower the intensity during that time. I personally cut out all HIIT cardio, do very minimal cardio, and just focus on doing higher reps, lower weight. My normal split is very low reps, super high weight, because my goal right now is to continue building muscle mass, muscle strength. So if you are someone that likes higher rep workouts, like the rep range between 10 to 12, then this workout split is definitely something that I recommend trying, especially during your period. And obviously listen to your body. If something does not feel right, if you feel super bloated, get some type of movement in, but don't put pressure on yourself to make working out look the same way that it does during a regular week. Just know that whenever you are done with your cycle, that you can just go straight back into what you were doing before. You're not gonna lose your results or your progress or anything like that. So without further ado, here we go.
Tired of messing around with the F-boys. It was a good job, kept me employed, but now I'm moving on to the next point. Try to date a prince, someone who's gonna love me through my good, bad, and ugly. More than IG, I want a life story.
Welcome to back day, friends. As you saw previously, I did a few pull-ups to start after I had warmed up on the elliptical and done some resistance band work. I really didn't feel like going to our usual gym today, so I opted for our convenient apartment gym. Now, I would normally do regular lat pull downs at our gym, but I had to modify and use a makeshift bench to do a sort of variation of this movement. It's almost more of a face pull, I would say, because it's targeting the rear delts as well a little bit more than a regular lat pull down. On this exercise, I did 4 sets of 12 reps, and I chose a weight where it was difficult for me at the last 2 reps. Moving on to cable rows, which I also had to modify by sitting on the floor. But you know what? I am still putting the work in, and that is what counts. So I will also have all the workouts, every rep, every exercise below in the description box. So if you want to try any of these, you can always just take a screenshot of that and use it for your next workout. For the cable rows, I did 4 sets of 15 reps. Make sure you are not swinging at all, but keeping your core stable throughout the movement. Going into isolated bicep cable curls. This is not my favorite variation. I really don't know why I chose to do it. Normally, I would do a bicep curl from the lowest setting on the cable rows, from the very bottom. But I just wanted to try this out, and I did 3 sets of 10 reps on each arm. For my last set of exercises, I did a tri-set, which is just 3 exercises back to back, and I started with cable pulls that will really target your shoulders and rear delts. I did 3 sets of 10 reps for each exercise in the tri-set. Moving into an overhand narrow grip cable row, which is just putting your hands on top of the bar instead of underneath the bar. Really make sure to control this movement and squeeze at the top whenever you are pulling that weight. And I know I said back to back, but I was huffing and puffing, you guys. I was getting my cardio into along with this workout, and I was just feeling super tired, as you can tell. So if you need it like me, make sure to take a little bit of extra rest before moving into the next exercise, which is just a regular bicep curl. Super simple, super easy, but you will feel the burn at the end of this tri-set.
Romeo Why'd you have to go and set the bar so high? It's 2020 when nobody stars are crossing right, and we can blame it on the guys who are talking in disguise.
We are starting with RDLs, and I began with a lighter weight than what I usually do just to warm up. I'm using 35-pound dumbbells to start out with, and I will usually move up to about 50 pounds, but today I only moved up to 40 or 45 pounds because I was doing higher repetitions and I just was not feeling 100% today. I did 4 sets of 12 reps for this exercise, and I want to point out, make sure that you are not squatting at all. You are sticking your hips out, your bum out, so that you are really hinging those hips and feeling the pull in your hamstrings and at the top of your glutes. And make sure if you go heavier like I am here, you are pulling the weight up with your legs and not with your back. We do not want to use our low back at all during this exercise. That is not a good thing if you are feeling any strain in your low back. If you notice any twinges or pulls in your low back, I highly encourage you to lower your weight. It does not matter what other people think of you. It matters that your form is on point because we want to prevent injury. This is for the long haul. This is not to show off. We have nothing to prove when we are going to the gym. So just keep that in mind, that this is you against you and not anybody else. Next up, we have 4 sets of 15 reps of wide leg goblet squats. I don't mean sumo stance, I mean a little bit wider than a normal squat position. And there are 2 different variations that you can do of a goblet squat. The first is holding the weight as I am in the video, holding it to touch the ground, and in doing this stance, I find that I can lift a lot more weight. However, I don't feel like I get as good of range of motion as when I do this stance. The pros of holding the weight in your hand like this is that you can go a little bit deeper because you're not having to worry about the weight like touching the ground or anything like that. At least that's what I find. But your arms will give out a lot faster than your legs will, so you may find this a bit challenging to increase weight doing this stance. Either way, pick a stance that feels best to you. Now we're going into 3 sets of 10 reps cable kickbacks. And this is just a regular cable kickback, nothing fancy about it, but it definitely gets the job done. And as you can see, I have a little jacket wrapped around my waist, and I just do this because it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. If somebody is working out behind me or standing near me, it makes me feel a little bit more covered up. And I forgot to do this on the other exercises, but there was nobody else in there except for me and my husband, so we are going into standing cable abductors. Abductors means you are moving away from the midline of the body. Adductors with the D is where you would be moving towards your body. And we're also doing 3 sets of 10 reps on each leg, just like we did the cable kickbacks. Doing abductor exercises also helps create the illusion of a smaller waist. Hey friends, this is just a little real life for y'all. I really don't feel like working out today, and it is the first day of that time. All I want to do is lay on this couch and not move. I'm very sore from yesterday's workout, the glute workout, so I'm going to go ahead and stretch out today because I know it'll make me feel better. I may do push day. I'm debating it. I'm just gonna go get up, see how I feel, and then go from there.
I need someone who's gonna love me through my good, bad, and ugly more than IG. I want a life story, and I'm talking about the Leo version of it, yeah. Romeo, I wish I could have met you. Romeo,
So here we are. I mustered up the courage to go ahead and do push day, and I did not regret it. However, I did take it very easy, so here I'm just doing 3 sets of 10 reps on a military shoulder press. Next, I moved into 4 sets of 12 reps of this close grip tricep chest press. And I love this because it targets both those muscles in one exercise. And I supersetted the close grip tri chest press with single arm shoulder raises. I did 4 sets of 16 reps total, so that's 8 reps per arm. Super lightweight on this one, making sure I'm not swinging. I went ahead and slowed down the speed of this video so you can see that I'm lifting with my shoulder. I am not swinging and using the momentum from my core or from my back or from my legs to move the weight. Moving on to tricep push downs with a cable machine. I would prefer to use a straight bar for this, not one that has the divots or the curves in it, because I feel like it makes me compromise with using a little bit more of my wrists than what I would normally use. Generally, you want to have your wrists pretty straight with your arm so that it is mostly the tricep working. I didn't have any issues feeling my tricep in this exercise, but after I watched the video, I was like, oof, my form. For my last exercise, I did shoulder flies, which you just want to imagine you have 2 jugs of milk or water, and when you raise your arms, you're almost dumping the milk out, if that makes any sense. And I did 3 sets of 12 reps because I was super tired and I was just ready to go home, eat, shower, and go to bed. So I just had to show you guys what we made for dinner. It is homemade pizza, so cheap. We buy the mix from Walmart, and we put the most random things on it, like avocado and sweet potato, turkey, pepperoni, sausage, and we love to top it with barbecue. Trust me, you have to try it before you judge it.
Romeo, yeah, I want something classic, but all these boys are tragic. Romeo.
And here we are back to our usual gym after 2 or 3 days of being snowed in. We had a snowstorm, plus I started my periods, so it felt good just to be back, feeling like I had more energy today. So I started with the superset of 4 sets, 8 reps unassisted dips with regular stance squats. I did a pyramid set, which is just starting with a lower weight, higher reps, and then increasing your weight but lowering your reps. So I started with 10 reps on 135 pounds, moved up to 145 pounds for 8 reps, and then 150 pounds for 6 reps. Again, all the specific sets and reps that I did will be in the description box below, so definitely check that out and give me a little like if you are enjoying the video so far. Moving into our next superset, starting with 3 sets of 10 elevated goblet squats. This is going to target your quads a little bit more than your glutes. Then went straight into seated single arm bicep curls. I did 16 reps total, so 8 reps on each arm. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly health and fitness videos. Here I am doing a single arm lat pull down with a narrow grip, and I did 5 sets of 14 reps. So 7 reps per side, and this is more like my usual split where I'm doing pretty heavy weight and lower reps. And I guess I was just really feeling back and quads today because I went ahead and did another variation of a lat pull down. This is with a wider grip. I used a different bar than I normally would, and I really felt it on this one. I supersetted this with quad leg extensions, which you will see in the next video. This one I did 4 sets of 12 reps. And here is that last exercise, the quad extension, 4 sets of 8 reps. I kept laughing because my husband and a friend of ours were being a little funny. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to comment if you'd like to see more videos like this.
I want my Romeo. Yeah, I want something classic, but all these boys are tragic.